And welcome back. Now, as we all look towards the future of work, LEWAS likes to really celebrate some of the great work that's going on and some of the great people that put so much time and effort into what they're doing at work, basically. Just earlier this month, we had the LEWAS Awards. And again, a wonderful evening. I got the pleasure of being there and meeting all of our finalists and all of the great people who put so much time and effort into it. And, Reem and all the great team that they put so much work there to make sure that it happened. And also, of course, it was opened and it was under the patronage of His Excellency also, Sheikh Mohammed bin Khalifa Al Khalifa. As always, he was there, really a rousing address to everybody. And we had some great sponsors there, some of the great companies that make sure that these LEWAS Awards are, kept at the very forefront of the great work that we do. And so much time and effort and energy goes into the jury process, really looking at all of the great projects and all of the great work that everybody is doing, and really carefully looking and deciding. So to all of the finalists, and again, we're just getting ready for the following year, so we still have, everybody needs to be thinking, what are you doing? But first of all, I want to give you a little glimpse, and let's have a little look back at the highlights and those very important highlights of the LEWAS Awards.
So LEWAS is a very important platform for us to show and recognize our work. I'm very proud of being part of this event this year, and I think it's important for every woman to be part of this and to be recognized for her work and achievement.
It's an honor to be here, and this award encouraged me to do more and work hard in my future career.
So impressed. This night, first of all, has been absolutely amazing. And I'm seeing women from all different parts of the industry, whether it be engineering, accounting, environmental health and safety, all wanting to not only come in entry-level positions, but also seeing the opportunities to make a huge impact in their companies and also to begin to rise and take on more authority in their companies as well.
All of them for me are winners. And I was so impressed by the high quality of the CVs. You cannot turn them on. I wish all of them are winners. Believe me, it was a hard work. It took time from us because you cannot decide who's gonna. They all deserve.
Well, I think you're right, that across the world that's been a big challenge for these rather heavy industries to attract women. But it's very proven now that the raw material is there. We have a lot of talented women choosing science, engineering at school that are ready to join companies like Aramco and the industry. The problem is, are we attractive enough? Would they decide to come and join us to work here? So it's all about being able to demonstrate, first being present and show that we care about attracting talented women to our industry, and have the role models that show them that it's possible to have exciting time, but also to raise and fulfill their aspirations.
Not many girls in the field. Nowadays, you will be surprised to see that we have huge population of women in the Research and Development Center. So I believe that STEM kind of professions are becoming more appealing to younger girls, especially in engineering and science and we have many organizations such as Saudi Aramco and others who encourages these young girls to join these professions.
And there you have it, just a quick look back, the highlights of just a wonderful evening. And of course, I get the great pleasure of talking to everybody. So that was many, many highlights for me on that evening too. It was great to really talk to people about what they're doing and really find that tremendous inspiration from everybody there, listening to the great work that they put in and indeed listening to all of the challenges that were in place. And when we look at it too, you know, the category of awards, they have really, really widened it now and looked at, you know, awards like leading with excellence. I mean, how important is this really for everybody? And I think, again, this is a demonstration that people look at the projects, at the work they're doing, and put that concept of leadership in there, which is so very important here. Of course, we have our Woman of Achievement. I mean, essential and very, very highly competitive, this one, because there's so many tremendous women of achievement out there that we all want to talk to and talk about. The corporate male champion, this is also very important, and I think we're beginning to see so many of them. If we had an award like this, I think 10 years ago, we might have a little bit more difficulty trying to find key people. But now we really have, I think, a lot of our male counterparts, you know, going out of their way to make sure that they are very much, they're talking about it, they're leading it, and they're actually making sure that they're doing things about it. So they're not just talking about diversity and inclusion, they're actually making a point of leading from the front and making sure that their teams are incredibly diverse, because they're beginning to see the advantages and they're beginning to see the awards. And I think that's it. Once it hits the bottom line, everybody's on board without a doubt. Our corporate excellence recognition, again, very, very important that we have that. And then we looked at academia and we looked at the people who are working so hard within this area, the projects that they're working on, the achievement for a student, of course, and again, so many great projects happening in academia. And really, we need to be looking more at education. And we heard about that from some of the companies today, how they're going into the schools at an earlier age and they're making sure that people are more equipped to actually be ready and to come out into a very different world and a competitive world and quite an inspiring world, and a world that will be, you know, sustainable in this industry. So there's so much going on. Also the professors that work there, the professors who really, you know, mold those young minds, so to speak, and really, really look ahead to what the students in the sciences and engineering and that are looking at, and also really, really giving them more of a holistic outlook and helping them to actually make sure that they achieve everything they do. And as well as that, we have always our Rising Star Award. There's always the LEWAS Rising Star, and we've got to know some of you over the years, and we will indeed, you know, get to know more of you as we go. So it's tremendous work. It's a great effort out there. All of the team from the LEWAS team, you know, there's so many people to really thank there, and all of the great sponsors that put the time and effort into making sure that they're quite involved in this, and they really wish for its great success, and they will continue to support it. And once again, from His Excellency as well. So there's so much that is going on. The awards are exciting this year, last year, every year. They will be more exciting next year. So make sure that you're looking at your application, make sure you're looking at the work that you're doing right now, and find the support to actually put that application in, and hopefully we'll be honoring you in the next year. So keep in touch with us on that one, because it's a very, very exciting program and it's a very exciting night. Just before we meet some of the finalists for the awards and some of the great people that have been involved, I'd like to now introduce an interview with a LEWAS trailblazer, a very, very special person that many of us know in the industry, who's been around for quite a long time, took the time to talk to Reem Al-Ghanem from LEWAS. So Reem has had a lovely conversation with this gentleman, and I'm just going to leave it there, and I'm going to hand it over in just a moment where we can take a listen to what Reem and the LEWAS trailblazer has had to say.